Hello there, friends, and welcome back to more Metaphor Fantazio. Last time, we reached the reception chamber of the Regolith Grand Cathedral and took down more of Luis's white-clad guards, opening up the way to the Necromancer. We're almost there. This time, we are going to be continuing through the Grand Cathedral and finding our way to the throne room. Well, I guess this is technically not the royal capital, but... well, this is the royal capital, it's not the castle. We're going to be reaching the top of the Grand Cathedral today. And we're also going to be seeing something else, but we'll go ahead and get into that later. First things first, we're just going to quickly dive in and take this elevator. Where should we take the lift? The Royal Portrait Hall in the upper level. Beyond here is the enemy stronghold. Finally. The Necromancer will be up there too, then.
Yes.
Undoubtedly. The Royal Scepter he's after is up there as well.
We're off.
Then let's be on our way. We can't just keep letting them do as they please. Up we go. I would not want to stand on this thing. I feel like I would get sick, honestly. But, duty calls. Looks like this is as far as the lift goes. Watch out for enemies as we go on. Once again, let's see if Metaphor Fantazio is a real JRPG. It does finally have a reward in the back here. Yay! Rewarding exploration. Come on, hit this Elementa. All right, there we go. Okay, rewarding exploration, finally. Skullcracker. And we got a Thanks, Stroll. Thanks, buddy. Just quickly making good, easy work of him. Woof. Thanks, Stroll. Didn't know you had that in you, but all right. I guess you're really determined.
See the enemy.
All right, more white clads here. You have to take care of. Come on. All right. Now they're finally demoted to the rank of a regular enemy. How unfortunate. How the mighty have fallen. Now with our new cooling staff that we got at the end of the last fight, we can do extra damage to enemies with ice. I think I'm gonna use bot, finish this guy off, and then we'll do perfect punch here. There we go. We did indeed get you there. Easy peasy. Expensive medicine. I'm sure that's a healing item of some kind. Rank 13 with Brawler. Wow, we're definitely getting further than I was expecting, but you know, that's just how it is sometimes. Oh, hello. Very open room. Is this a portrait?
Speaking of,
I heard the portraits of King's Palace were hung in the center of the Grand Cathedral.
fine.
Look, all the portraiture is discarded. And in their place, he has instated his Lord Luis. Zorba, that knave. Zorba? Is that his name? Sounds like you do know him.
No.
Only in passing. Even since the early days, he's always been infamous. Luis was the only man who paid no mind to his reputation and took him under his ring. Infamous for what? Early in my knighthood, he was an army engineer. He had some true skill in magic that could animate the inanimate. But his raw offensive spells were pitifully weak. His past won him no favors. Lowborn family and half-blood of the Mustari pagans besides. Another outcast for the army.
However,
Only Luis saw potential in his powers of animation. It was a subtle art, but one with vast utility, even puppeteering the dead as you saw. He must have become utterly devoted to Luis. The Zoba I knew was an honest young man, if rather withdrawn. So it's not strategic. He put the painting out of sheer worship. There are a few things so dangerous as a zealot. Let's stay on our guards. Can't believe someone so capable would idolize Luis of all people. Hey man, that's just how it is, even in real life. This level of disorder, it is abnormal. He must be close, so let's find him quickly. And Zorba even had he just decided to go all out and put like holes in all of these paintings. He didn't destroy them outright, which is kind of nice. We get to see artwork of all of the previous kings, which is pretty cool. The portraits of the royal line have been abandoned. They're riddled with holes. I do like that the developers, the artists team, actually went out of their way to make multiple different artworks in art pieces. I don't think there are... well, I think that is a no, I don't think that is. He doesn't have the same beard, so no, that's not reused. It's just the royal attire. All of these, I don't think any of these are reused at all. I think they're all unique kings. If we go over here, there are more portraits. I don't know if we can examine any of them. They're mostly turned around. This one is of a landscape. It looks like a ship of some kind. And over here is obviously our exit, but if we were to turn around, there's that same ship painting, and then of a... I think that's Grand Trad. If not, that's a city we haven't seen yet. An item. And definitely a location we haven't seen yet. Holy Ossuary. Let's take a look at that. That deals 150 light damage to all enemies. That's not bad at all. And then, yeah, of course, there's the picture of Luis, looking very, very comfortable and sassy in that chair. Interesting. I can see why Zorba put that up. Okay, let's keep moving. Oh, hey, the White Wolves from earlier. We are not quite strong enough to deal with them on the overworld just yet, but we definitely will put them through the ringer. Douche. Then we can use Bot. Oh, they're also weak to ice, which is very nice. But Bot will be just fine. Ooh, glossy fur, more stuff to sell. I don't think I sold any of my items after I was done with Blega Corridor, so we will have plenty of money to reap. We will have plenty of rewards to reap after we're done. I mean, we already have 61,000 reap. That's a pretty good amount.
I see.
More wolves. We didn't get the back attack, it seemed like. Come on, there we go. And that Luis white-clad guard was just like, I'm not gonna help the wolves. They'll be just fine, won't they? Let's go ahead and clear these guys out. I've mentioned it already. I'm going to mention two things. Two things that I've already talked about before, but I want to go ahead and reiterate. One, once you've completed the Regolith Grand Cathedral, you cannot come back here, so be sure to grab everything. We are in the last stretch of this dungeon, so it's more important than ever to make sure that you've gotten everything that you need. I will be doing a quick run-through of the dungeon again, obviously off-screen, but I will be doing a quick run-through of the dungeon to make sure I didn't grab any, I didn't forget anything, but I want to go ahead and just remind you that we are not coming back here once we complete this dungeon the first time. So be sure to grab everything. Two, I just want to say again, I think it's really funny, but also a very smart idea that they put, I believe it is actually the second longest dungeon in the entire game, right at the very beginning for us. It's used for a lot of tutorials, and it allows you to get really acclimated with how dungeon crawling and combat will work in Metaphor. I really, really like it. Yes, the Regolith Grand Cathedral is long. I mean, we spent, I think, what, 4, maybe 5 episodes on it now, just on itself? I think, like, 1, 2, I think this is the 4th episode total that has been dedicated. Yeah, this is the 4th episode that's been dedicated to the Regolith Grand Cathedral. I definitely could have shortened this a little bit, but I'm not a fan of just making huge bloated content all at once. I like to respect my own time while editing, but also a viewer's time. I don't really want to take a full hour out of your day every single day, because these will be daily uploads. However, it also means that we also spend a lot of time in this area. I should not have gotten greedy there. Ooh, and we got the anxiety ailment. That's fine. It's gone now. It's gone now. Well, we won't get the bonus here. But yeah, look, Hulkenberg is taking 1 damage. From being in the background, being resistant to slash, he's taking barely anything. Ooh, we got Forget on that guy. We will ignore him then. We are going to, I think I'm going to move up. We're going to jump thrust on you. Try to get you down. Oh, we got crit. Nice. Okay, Skullcracker then. Woof. No problem there. Cannot get too greedy. There's still a pretty decent amount of dungeon to go. But despite us being in the last stretch, we still have a little bit to go.
What? He's here!
Well, well. I truly didn't expect you to make it this high. I applaud your resilience, if nothing else.
The sanctuary was all but flooded with Magla. Zorba, was that your doing?
You've heard of me then? Well, considering Lord Luis's influence, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised.
Tell us, those bizarre Magla crystals, they shouldn't naturally form in a place like this. Are you responsible for them?
Oh, you mean the Melancholia crystals? All I did was place a passable core or two along the path to make it easier for them to form.
Melancholia crystals?
Yes, little more than a parlor trick to block your path using the newly formed crystals. All magic is derived from motes of Magla. What you saw was just one possible crystallization of it. One that drives mortals to madness.
Speak sense. You claim this horrific aberration is something natural. That you had only the barest hand in its power?
Melancholia, pure and simple. The result of pure magla at its most dense. Man or beast, any wretch who feels its power will go berserk. They'll see anyone as a threat. Some have their bodies harden like scales. Some their very bones twist inside them until there's something else entirely.
Melancholia, what are you trying to achieve? It's the scepter you're after, isn't it?
You certainly ask a lot of questions. I'm afraid I haven't the time for answers. There is much yet to prepare.
Hey! I'm not done talking to you.
You've done nothing but talk. Perhaps you should have listened instead.
Is this a piece of bone?
I had to find some use for the scattered pieces I couldn't animate into soldiers. And now I have 3 more fools to grind down for the pile.
Look out! Take cover!
Don't fancy our chances making it through that. What do you think?
Let's just charge through it.
Are you mad?
How about we fall back for now? There's not much we can do here.
I don't like it, but we've no other choice. Let's pull back.
It really has been one nuisance after another here. I suppose my crushing you will be the last lesson you learn. Come to me if you can!
That damned Zorba. He would go to such lengths to desecrate the Royals' legacies.
Damn frustrating to get stuck after coming this far. No other paths either. Are we just going to have to charge through?
We cannot evade such a barrage, nor will our armor protect us fully. There has to be a better way.
Surely he'll run out of bullets eventually?
Not anytime soon, I fear. Surrounded by the dead, his ammunition stores are quite ample. We cannot evade such a barrage, nor will our armor protect us fully. There has to be a better way.
We could use a shield, or something close enough to it.
A shield?
Well, for lack of a shield proper, can you think of anything we might use?
The painting of Luis.
What? From the portrait hall?
Ah, of course! A marvelous gambit. If we shield ourselves with Luis's portrait, Zorba may well refuse to fire upon us.
But it's just a flimsy painting.
A painting that he took the trouble to protect, transport, and mount. If he truly worships Luis, might he not hesitate to shoot it?
Point taken. I suppose it's our best shot.
What? You degenerates! That's
Don't mind us. We've rubbish to dispose of.
rubbish! You heathens! I'll pulverize you!
Try if you like. Be ashamed to destroy your Lord Luis's pretty face, though.
Ah! Underhanded, treacherous little!
That's rich coming from you!
Silence! You witless incompetents! I can't tarry here any longer. I have important things to do. However, you defile Lord Luis with this blasphemy! You'll pay! I swear! I'll make you regret this!
Oh, so it's desecration when it comes to his lord, but the sanctity of the dead means nothing.
No kidding. We must be getting close. But
He really wouldn't shoot us through the painting? I'm relieved, but also creepy. No doubt he would do anything for Luis. We must capture him before it's too late. I love that a little bit. This game's humor, despite this being a pretty bleak and dark game in general, it has so many moments of levity that just really pop and shine. And this is definitely one of those. And I want to give time real fast. I'll go into more detail as we go through the game. I've said that a lot, by the way, but we have a long game, so I don't want to throw everything at you. But I want to mention right now, I love the English localization of this game, especially when it comes to English dub. I think they have done an incredible job, and it's one of those moments where I actually kind of prefer the English dub and localization over the Japanese one. There's definitely some pros and cons to both, but I just want to go and throw that out. And I'll go into more detail about that as we see things, but right now we have more pressing matters. We have teeth to kill that are also really strong. What are we looking at here? These look like Homotentas, but they are Azure Homotentas, so they're a little different. Well, just like me whenever I was younger, I'm gonna punch my teeth. And it didn't work. Okay, well, maybe bots. Oh, well, they're weak to fire. We'll take that. And then I guess we will, I guess we could try Skullcracker. Maybe we can get an attack off? Nah, didn't finish it off. That's okay, though. We have access to bots, and because of the stun, we can just still get our unscathed bonus perfectly fine with me. I'll take that. I'm a little sad that the Homotentas, these puny little teeth, are forcing me into turn-based combat, but that's just how it is sometimes. I think I'm gonna put this extra point into luck. Again, as I mentioned at the very beginning of the game, endurance and agility is not really going to be something I'm going to focus too much on with Will. I'm definitely going to put a lot more things into strength, magic, and luck. And those will be kind of his main 3 stats. But I gotta just be a little bit more balanced, more than I am already. So I just finish this guy off. I think Hulkenberg can kill one of them herself. Yeah. And then we'll just try to kill this one with Stroll. There we go. Didn't use any of his HP either. And we finish it off no problem. Okay, I definitely need to heal Stroll. Also getting just straight 80 of everything is really, really nice. Go and heal up. And then, okay, we've got lots of humans here, actually. We've got more of those Homofukilos that we fought in the Nord Mines that we have to deal with as just regular enemies now. Despite us still being in the first arc of the game, we are seeing just how strong we have become with our archetypes, even though we haven't really done much since the Nord Mines. Calendar-wise, I mean, these guys have been through a lot in just a few days. Let's do this. The strategy doesn't change that much. We're just gonna try and kill them here. There we go. We use bots, and now we've got to deal with these Homofukilos. Okay, these guys are turning their back, which means I can just attack them normally. Come on, come on. Okay, there we go. Oosh. 480, wow. Okay, let's try to take him down in one turn, I think. Also, this is different, I think. Alright, is this a different enemy? Different enemy type? No, this is still, he's still weak to ice, which is good. We're gonna try and get extra press turns by using bots. Do I actually just want to wait? Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna finish off this Homotenta, but we're gonna keep the stun on Fukilo here. That way, when we get my next turn, I can run in here, and we will do jump thrust. And then we will just regular attack. There we go. We gotta figure some things out. We gotta deviate from our pattern just a little bit. Get a big amount of rewards here. Wow. Honestly, I should probably move myself over to healer to get more points. Battle Cry increases caster's attack and defense for 3 turns. That is a really good setup move if we're in a fight for more than 1 turn cycle. We'll get more use out of that later, I'm sure. Okay. Douche, douche. I don't think my strategy here is going to change all that much. Let's try and get an attack off. Okay, let's do Blizz. We didn't break the stun, which is good. Just do the exact same pattern then here. We pass turn, use the bot to finish off the Homotenta, and then we'll just run up and jump thrust next turn. A little bit of RNG here, but that's perfectly fine with me. Jump thrust! And then maybe regular attack should finish off. There we go. Okay. You might have to do a few other things here in case you're on hard mode or regicide, but the general game plan shouldn't be too different. Anyways, let's climb up this long set of stairs. Sorry, Stroll, but you have to see your worst enemy. And now we've got 2 paths we could go towards. let's take the straight path. This is a Magla Hollow, yay! And now I'm immediately exiting the Magla Hollow because I don't have anything I really want to do just yet. More king statues, that one looks really cool. Okay, and it's just the same one, that's fine. This is like his area. Oh hey, more white clads. They all have my, well, this one has his back turned to me, so guess what? I get to jump in! And it's a 2 swordsmans, okay, that's fine. We can just hit one of them. We can use Blizz on another one of these guys. Let's use bots on this one, and we'll just regular attack this guy with Perfect Punch. There we go. Love it whenever combat goes super fast. And then there's just a bunch of regular dudes, I think, out on the overworld here. I don't think there's any white clads. They are stunned. They are just like, oh, I was not expecting him to beat the white clads. Oh, there we go. Oh, and we got a level up for Hulkenberg, it seems like. Let me check that out. That also reminds me, I should probably see if Will has any points that I need to spend. I don't think he does. No, he doesn't. Okay, so Hulkenberg got level 17. Oh, I think she got a boost to her endurance, probably? Anyways, let's keep going up. Then, up here is more stairs. Sorry, Stroll.
This is...
Is that the Royal Scepter Chamber? Yes, but the seal on the door has been broken. Has he claimed the Royal Scepter? I wonder, has he? We're not gonna find out this episode. What do you do? We are gonna go down, and I'm gonna go and do the remaining things. That right there is the end of the dungeon. There's technically still a little bit more left, but in terms of enemies, we're basically done. So instead, I'm gonna go and do a little bit of cleanup. The first thing that I want to do is actually go back to the very first area, the prayer chamber, because I want to show off the merchant. Not in extreme detail, but I do want to show off its unique passive when you have it equipped to Will, as that is something that I really, really like about it. We'll swap over to the merchant. We're not going to worry about the damage we're doing here, and I don't think we're going to be beginning any combat, but just in case, I'm going to put the iron gauntlets on them. I want strength while I use the merchant. So anything that can give me strength increasing effects would definitely be my go-to. I don't see that, so we'll go with Gambler's Duel for luck. In case I get into fights, I'll use that. I would also recommend at this point in time, if you need to, get the healer to level 10.
Right there.
So, right there, did you see how much money I just got from that one enemy? Yeah, so, if we go to the merchant, its unique hero passive for Will is called Alchemy. Chance of winning a small sum of money each time an enemy is stunned or defeated in overworld combat. This essentially is going to be your main moneymaker, and is the reason why I mentioned that Reeve is not difficult to get in this game at all. And this is one of the best early game areas to farm money, in my personal opinion, because you can just respawn the enemies, you'll one-shot them all, and you will get so much cash from just these enemies alone if you just run around this area. There's a few other points later on in the cathedral that are also decent, but this is one of my favorite areas because I can just auto-target, and especially like this little lower region. Hit one. I'm showing this horribly. Hit one, hit the other, and then turn your camera and you go over here. And you hit this one. And then you turn your camera around, you hit these guys. Look at the amount of money that you are getting from this. It is insane the amount of cash that you will get with the merchant by just running around and one-shotting these wolves here. This is why I wanted to get... This is another reason why I wanted to get the merchant early on. There's so many benefits to trying to get the merchant right before you finish the Grand Cathedral, because you can just run around here and get so many rewards. And if you have a high luck stat, you can get some potentially rare items as well. So yeah, like right now, we had about 61,000 Reeve at the beginning of the video. Now we have 70,000 Reeve. And that's without selling all of our crazy loot. So yeah, very, very crazy archetype, and we will be seeing a lot, and I mean a lot, of the merchant in this series. I just wanted to go ahead and give it a little sneak peek. Anyways, I'm going to go around the Grand Cathedral and see if I found any more loot. I'm going to be trying to level up healer on my way around there as well. Okay, so I did a quick pass around and I didn't see anything too crazy. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is use some of my hero fruits to level up healer. I want to get to level 10 so we can continue to get the rewards for more. So although we were given 3 heroes fruits from unlocking 10% of the archetype tree for Will, so you will have these heroes fruits if you were to continue playing alongside me without the pre-order bonuses. So there we go. We have healer at level 10 now. So now I want to go back into a Magla Hollow and I want to go talk to Moore. Hey buddy, I'm reading your book. Please contact me. Thank you. Hello, Moore.
Well.
You've developed the healer. It seems your assignment is complete. Yay! I strengthened the healer archetype to rank 10, completing my assignment for Moore, getting us 3 heroes incense and increasing our imagination.
All right.
4 points! Nice! That's really good. As I thought. I sense a sudden light in my mind, illuminating what was hidden.
Fascinating.
Thanks to the research and the strength and influence of your archetype, a flicker of memory is returned to me. What kind of memory?
What kind of
memory is it? It occurs to me that I conducted research on archetypes in the past as well. When interacting with follower or ally or giving them a response that moves to their hearts, you may obtain mag, which you can usually only acquire in battle. Try to be as open and receptive as possible to your followers' feelings when communicating with them. I'll go ahead and preface this now. If you are familiar with things like Persona, this is not a case where, with your social links, you need to pick the best option in order to continue your social link. You do not need to do that in metaphor. If you got a new rank, you will always progress to the next one immediately afterwards. You do not have to worry about always picking the best options. In this game, you just get more mag depending on your choices. So for that reason, I will be showing you which option gives you the best mag, but I will always be picking the choice that I like the most. So if you're playing along and you want the most mag, you can pick those options as you play through the game. It just might not be the exact choice that I make. There are plenty of ways of getting mag throughout the game, so I'm not too worried about picking the ideal options every single time. Research on archetypes. It is precisely this power that could make a real utopia like my novelized vision. Yes, it is more than feasible. However, that fool of a king turned his eyes from the utopia I dreamed of. The book you carry and this library's vast knowledge, all condemned by his decree. Ultimately, I was locked in these chambers, shut away in secret, and, most outrageously, killed. And I've been alone ever since. Except for my feline companion, Plateau, of course. I believed I would die here, never knowing who I was. It was because of that fear that I immersed myself in my research. I hoped I might leave some proof that I once lived, yet that too came to a standstill.
In truth.
And then you appeared. You have given me an opportunity to not just research again, to regain my life. Frankly, I hesitated to expect anything at all. If we saw no developments here, I was prepared to finally give up. But the miracle of my memory returning has convinced me. This power of archetypes, it is the original magic. And it may shake the foundation of all we know.
That just might be.
That may be true. You must believe in your own power. Truly, it is the power to turn fantasy into reality. As for your part, you'll be needing a power that can oppose Luis. Let us continue our research further, as you might reach the apex of your abilities. You can feel Moore's mild expectations and trust. Hey, another firm handshake gives us rank 2 with Moore. And we get Seeker Enlightenment, reduces the mag cost of studying the Seeker lineage. Scion's Skill increases skill inheritance slots for the Seeker lineage to 2. And Moore's Magic Igniter. The archetype tree becomes accessible from the main menu.
How delightful.
It appears that nurturing archetypes results in a deeper bond between you and academia as well. I believe you are now at a point where you'll find use in this. It's an igniter that will allow you and I, as fellow seekers, to share our consciousness, even when we're apart. Linked Igniter.
This right here.
So long as you have this, you can study archetypes from anywhere you'd like. However, when you've completed a research task, I would still ask that you come talk to me directly in academia. Pressing triangle while in the main menu will move you directly to the archetype tree. You can study archetypes at any time without going to academia. I do require your power in developing my research. Not to mention, I value the time I got to spend speaking with you.
Well then.
To change the world, we must examine things from a different angle. Your next research task is to study the heroic embodiment of the Gunner. We have not seen that yet, so thanks for the spoilers there, Moore. If you haven't yet acquired the Gunner, perhaps you'll need to form a bond with someone more mechanically minded. I'm sure it will help you hone your virtues, along with other meaningful opportunities.
This one's important.
To nurture the strength, I'll need to challenge Luis. To nurture the strength, I'll need to challenge Luis the Archmage. I need to study the Gunner archetype. This can be completed by anyone. We'll get 5 Heroes Fruits and increase our imagination.
Until next we meet.
Ah, marvelous. Already I can barely contain my fascination. My mind races for the first time in ages. I'm counting on you. So at this point in time, speedrunners have completely abandoned academia, thanks to the ability to open the archetype tree from the main menu. So yeah, we can push triangle, and we just open this up at any point. This will be super duper valuable, as we can learn and we can study and just use archetypes at any point now. It's very, very nice. Hey Plateau, buddy, you got anything for us?
You're good.
What a cute cat. His face, it's like he knows he's cute. Nothing, that's okay though. That's alright. Down here we have some more tutorials. I want to go upstairs. I keep saying upstairs. I want to go up this ladder, and I want to look at... Let's look at... We've got plenty of new archetypes to talk about. Let's take a look at the Warrior research notes. This looks like research documents about the Warrior archetype. In times of yore, there lived heroes who sought nothing less than perfection with the sword. Their souls together formed the power of the warrior. Among them, the adept who slays hordes I dub the Sword Master, and the elite disciple of the blade I dub the Samurai. The warrior archetype imparts peerless skill with the sword. Its devotees belong on the front lines, punishing their foes with brutal slashing swings. Their sword's purpose is ultimately as a weapon, and it is not weapons alone that decides a battle's victor. Let no warrior forget this truth.
Got a sec?
So this archetype has really good attack and defense, and their value comes from attacking in the front row. But they're not very versatile beyond the sword. That is very true. Pretty much all of the warrior's abilities are simply just slash attacks, which, it's more of a curse than it is a blessing, because most enemies in this game aren't actually weak to slash damage, and tend to either be neutral or resist it in some way. So warriors deal a lot of damage, but you have to be very careful about how you use them. There are ways of ignoring that, but we'll talk about that whenever Stroll eventually goes back on warrior, or we have another warrior in our party. That is neither here nor there. So, with our new ability to use archetypes and study them from any part of the dungeon, which is just so nice. It's nice to have this quality of life back. Next time on Metaphor Fantazio, we are going to be confronting Zorba and stopping him, and hopefully stopping him from bringing about the Day of Calamity. We are finally completing the Regolith Grand Cathedral. So, with that said, I'll see you soon.